Hey everyone, today I thought I'd do a quick video on how to replace the light seals in a Leica R3. I recently acquired this camera and found out quickly that the light seals were playing up. There was some light coming into the camera. I wasn't sure exactly what it would be, but I thought, look, I'll give it my best shot, and I ordered some foam seals to replace, and sure enough it worked. Just a little disclaimer, I'm not a professional at this by any means. I haven't done it professionally for anyone before. I've only fixed up my own cameras and friends' cameras that have asked me. You're gonna have to be paying quite a hefty price if you're sending this camera away, especially this camera with the Leica name badge. If I had have sent that off to Leica, I think it would have been $70 or $80 just alone, just for looking at it. And then they would have told me how much the job would have cost. Whereas this one was $15 for the light seals, and on top of that, I think about $15 for the isopropyl alcohol. So it really wasn't much of an issue. So I went ahead on eBay, and the first thing I did was purchase some new light seals. It's important that you get the right ones. So I'll just put the link below. I've messed up before in the past by purchasing some foam that was a bit too thick for the camera needed, and unfortunately after replacing the seals I realized that I couldn't shut the back door of the camera. So just be wary of that. Make sure that they're camera seals. Doesn't really have to be specific to your camera, but make sure they're quite thin. Before cleaning up the inside of my camera, I made sure that I took the lens off the camera. This is to stop any cotton buds or isopropyl alcohol falling into the lens and potentially rubbing off any coating or anything. But yeah, it's just a lovely lens, so I just didn't want to accidentally mess it up at all. So I took that one off and set it to the side while I did this procedure. So the first thing I did was actually get some isopropyl alcohol and cotton buds. And this is essential because it means that you can clean off all the excess seals, the seals that are already there. And you might have some just still deteriorating in the back of your camera. They might not all be gone. So put these little cotton bud things inside the isopropyl alcohol, wet them up, and then just clean out the inside of the camera. Mine was actually quite dirty. There was still a fair few seals left, but you just want to make sure there's no dirt or residue still left inside the camera. After doing that, I just kind of scraped a couple more buds around the camera just to make sure that there was no isopropyl alcohol left there. I didn't want it to interfere with my light seals sticking to the camera, so I just made sure that I cleaned that up just a little bit more before doing the next part. Afterwards, it's pretty simple. All you've got to do is peel off the back of the seals. I already had a fair few pre-cut, so I did those ones first. It's a bit of a tricky method. You've kind of just got to wedge them in and hope for the best. Afterwards, I then cut the seals to size. I had a lot of this other excess left over. I think I cut it from a width of 5mm, and then again peeled off the backing and then stuck it into the back of the camera. And it worked actually quite well. I was surprised at how easy it went. After doing all this, just make sure that you can shut the back of the camera. Afterwards, after shutting the back of the camera, what I did is I just shot a test roll. I used Ilford HP5+, and I think I spent about 20 minutes just rapidly firing through a roll, and it was a success. So I'm really grateful for that. The shots came out lovely. It's a wonderful lens. It's super sharp. I'm quite used to using a rangefinder in 35mm at the moment, but using a SLR was a bit different. So overall, that's pretty much it. A bit of a shorter video today. Thanks very much all for watching. I'll see you in the next one.